Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. If you don't know me, I'm RL Breyer. I've been in the crypto space for 16 years now, almost 16 years, something like that. Late 2009. Yeah, so over 16 years, right? Um, and today I just want to do a quick dive into Bitcoin's price. I was very close. I hit the first cycle top last time at 65, and then it went up to 69,044. So I missed that, but I predicted that at when the asset was trading at 3,100 or under 5K. And this last cycle, I made a prediction of 17 when the price was trading around 17,000, just over 17,000, of it peaking at 120 and or between 120 and 130. And as we all know now, it peaked at 126,080. So I've had a pretty good track record, and I'm one of the few people, it seems like, that has stuck with the cycle thesis. A lot of people, for whatever reason, have been that everybody has their own methodology or whatever, but belief that this, a lot of people believe that the cycles were going to end and we're going to get this super cycle. Some people still think we're in a super cycle. I see it as that we're 9 months into a bear market, and let me show you just real quick here what I'm looking at right here. As we can see, we're officially 9 months past Bitcoin's all-time high of, like I said, over $126,000, down 50.9% at the time of recording here, with a daily trading range of 61.7 to 64.3. And whether the next leg down comes this week, today, later this month, or in the next 90 to 120 days, I think there will be another leg down from here. And I think that I believe that it's going to be, a 38 to 45K bottom on Bitcoin with, maybe a chance at wicking down to the mid 35, 30,000s. Everything just points to it being just the typical cycle for me, as we can see on the chart here. We don't, what is that? Another 33% down to hit 40K from here. So not that crazy on Bitcoin. I do think alts are in for a lot more turbulence. They're um, sort of a leverage bet on Bitcoin, either up or down. So I think something like Ethereum could revisit 1K or lower, believe it or not. And then I've been talking about this for years, but I think Ethereum as a first mover in smart contracts is not the same as a first mover advantage for Bitcoin and money. So I continue to think that Solana, Near, Hyperliquid, and these other arguably more efficient, better protocols will win out and continue to take Ethereum's market share. I've never claimed Ethereum's going away. I love Ethereum. I think it's great. I think what Ethereum did for the space is, revolutionized it and, really added as much to this space as Bitcoin, probably, in my opinion, or more with what it's at least tried to accomplish. So, but yeah, that's how I look at it. Anyways, I think, something like Near is probably going to revisit lows around $1, or actually hit 70 cents, 70 something cents, I think, in this bear market. So it could double bottom yet. I don't know if it's going to go much lower than 70 cents, but if we're just doing the historical 90% or more retrace from the top, $99 was basically the top of the last cycle, and it already hit 70 cents. So we'll have to see if it can go much lower than that. But what else? TAO. I've only been in TAO for like 4 months now or something like that, researching it a little bit longer. So I've been in for about half a year, looking at it at least, giving it a strong look. And I don't know. I think there is a chance we see sub $100 TAO here. And I'm really trying to hold on because I started buying around 350 or 360. So my DCA is just above 300 now, and I'd really love to get it down in the mid 200s or even lower if we actually did see a trip down to $100. I would definitely be an aggressive buyer down there. Nothing I say is financial advice. This is just me personally. Hyperliquid, for example, is going to be something that I think is a lot harder to gauge about like where we're at and where the bottom is because um, it's just it seems like a different beast the way it's running this bear market as well as Zcash. Zcash has really been kind of moving on its own as well. So these are two projects. I'm not interested in Zcash personally, but Hyperliquid I am. I would like to get a hype bag filled somewhere under $35. I don't know if that's possible or not. I think right now it's due for a pretty substantial retracement. The way it's run the last few months, but I do think Hyperliquid is here to stay. At least, looks like it is. So yeah, I'm looking for an entry into hype so I can have a bigger bag. I had a fairly big bag and I sold it. It just seems like it's run so hard, and the chart really looks like kind of like a triple top right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing's trading under $50 sometime in August, and maybe finds a bottom in the 20s or 30s before the next cycle, and then it could also be an early runner as well. I'm not sure how long it'll take to correct and consolidate, but I think near Tau and the AI plays are major. Um, could definitely lead the next cycle in the altcoins. So Solana's been very quiet in this bear market. It's really just unwound price wise, very slowly. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes. But I also think Solana's got a chance to go sub $30, maybe bottom out around 20, $25. I don't know if I could be that patient, but I think $30 is a really good level long term on Solana, which puts it at almost a 10x back to its all-time high. And I did the math. I think it's about $40 billion extra, 40 to 60 billion, based on my math on the tokenomics, and the inflation will need to be added. So that's something to consider too. Whether Solana can get back to its all-time high with its inflation. And the competition emerging from Hyperliquid and Near and these other L1s. So yeah, there's a lot to consider yet, but this is like I don't want to call it a call to action, but like just a reminder that everybody seems to want to leave around this time. You see a lot of rage quitting on X and stuff over the last month or two. People saying crypto's a scam. It's like this every single cycle, and that is normally a sign that the bottom is getting near. So, and there's a lot of FUD around MicroStrategy and different aspects of the space. So I would definitely, uh, I'm spending this time researching, working in the space, and just trying to make the best decisions moving forward myself. I expect the bottom to come in sometime in October on Bitcoin, and somewhere in a 60-day window there. Around when it topped up to October 6th. So, yeah, everybody, just want to bring a quick video. Hope everybody's having a good day, and yeah, cheers.